Now I am making green soup, and what we need is half a liter of bone broth or bone soup. I'll upload the recipe for that later. I think I texted to you already. Then we let it boil or become really hot. It doesn't have to boil actually. And then I've already heated this, so I can go ahead. And then you buy an herb. This is the herb. The name of the herb is not written. It is written only how Arabs say it, but in Africa they call it idu. In Bangladesh they call it nalisaj. In some parts of the world they call it jute, but herb. And some other parts they call it Jews mallow because it originated from Egypt. Maybe the Jews took it to Europe when they, after the Exodus, I don't know. Some people call it Jews mallow. I don't know where the word mlokhia came from, but this is you can find it in small heath in the frozen section. And when you open the packet, you will find this inside, and this is the minced leaves. You can find it also fresh, called the nalisaj or nalisag, and but it's not available all the time. Sometimes you go to small heath and it's there or it's not there. And if you find it fresh, you just mince the leaves in a grinder or mincer, anything like that. And now I'm adding the leaves, and what I'm gonna do is sorry, I spilled some of the soup on the foil, and then you just, it has I don't know how to say that word in English. They call it mucilage in French. It's like gooey, but this gooiness is actually good for you, and you stir it until it mixes with the bone soup. And it becomes homogeneous. One with the soup, and you stir slowly for it not to be lumpy. Add salt. Unfortunately, it requires a little bit more salt than usual, but just keep adding to taste. And always taste it first. Some people may like it with very little salt or no salt at all. It tastes really green, like you can taste the greenness of it. Keep stirring, and this soup is actually very good for you. You can't drink it all day long or a couple of times a day, or no, a couple of times a day should be fine. It has a mild laxative, but very mild, not something like you're gonna be running to the toilet. If it has a very mild laxative effect, so if you have constipation, it will solve the problem for you if you have a mug every day. And it just makes everything work a little bit smoothly. And it's full of iron, magnesium, manganese, etc., etc. It's really good for you. And many people don't know that actually these are the young leaves of jute, the plant called jute, that people use to make bags and rugs and potato sacks from and all that. But of course when the plant becomes like a shrub really. But it is the same. That's it. Just keep stirring, and that's it really. Unless it boils like once. It boils once and you're done, and that's it. Voila.